Hey everybody, welcome back to Record-ology. This week we are going to be looking at this bad boy right here. This is the Archeer, or Archeer, not 100% sure how you say it, turntable player, model number TS5310. And considering this is the only record player that they make, it's kind of interesting. I wonder how they came up with that number, not sure. Anyway, we'll be taking a look at it, unboxing it, reviewing it, giving it a good listen. I'm sure you're going to enjoy this, guys. You're not going to want to miss this.
Welcome to Record-ology.
Okay guys, and here it is, the Archeer Turntable player. On the side here it says 3-speed turntable player with semi-auto stop function, belt drive, ceramic cartridge with stylus. So glad they included the stylus. RCA output jack, built-in speakers, ×2 output, power 1 watt plus 1 watt. So 2 1-watt stereo speakers. Wooden plate, which would be the plinth, and a plastic dust cover. It comes in 2 colors apparently, black and camel color. Ours is black. So without further ado, let's get into this. I do like the packaging. It's simple but attractive. Opening it up here, we've got a pretty simple yet effective packaging method. We've got 2 styrofoam blocks with some tape around them. Here's the user manual. Looks like I opened it upside down, which I'm famous for doing. All right, let me clear some of this trash out of the way and we'll take a closer look. We've got a dust cover here, so let's go ahead and remove that. The typical clingy wrap, adhesive kind of plastic wrap that we typically find on these dust covers, which is good. I do like to see, good packaging. Uh-oh, that piece just totally, actually I think it was already broken in the box, honestly. Not good, not good, you guys. It does have the little rubber feet. That's good. Broken parts, not so good. Perhaps we can glue it. I'm not sure, but yeah, there's the broken piece. We'll go ahead and set that aside. Okay, moving right along here. We have the styrofoam block. I'm going to go ahead and put that with the trash stuff. And the turntable itself is wrapped in the typical plastic. Ooh, it's heavy. It's definitely not, like a lightweight, feeling thing. One of the speaker grills seems to have popped off in transport. So let's go ahead and give that a once over. Power supply in a little bag with a twisty tie. Okay, flipping it over here, you guys can see this is obviously the speaker that's missing the grill, which I think I can pop that back on there. So I'm gonna try that in a minute. But while we're down here, stereo speakers on the back. The plinth material, I actually like it. I mean, I'm touching the bottom of the turntable here, but the whole thing, the assembly feels actually pretty solid. I like these feet. They're like a plastic conical foot with a rubber tip. And yeah, really cool. So let me go ahead and get the speaker grill put back on, and we'll take a look at topside. Okay guys, so I was able to fix the speaker without too much trouble. I did have to bend the edges in and I was able to fit it. This, however, is going to be a little bit more difficult because it broke off right where it attaches to the clip back here. So I'm actually going to remove the dust cover completely. That's unfortunate, but it happens. If that happens to you guys, they'll send you a replacement. That's not something that you should anticipate on not getting fixed for free. But anyway, let's take a closer look here. So I'm untwisting the tone arm twisty tie here. And I'm going to pull off the stylus guard. Set that aside. You always want to set these aside. And this one is not quite adjusted right, so I'm going to twist it back straight. Again, we saw that recently. You've got your typical platter assembly here. What I'm really interested in here is some of the unique features that these guys have. So let's go ahead and take a closer look at that display panel. Okay guys, so here's the control panel. There is a film, protective film over this, so just scratch the corner until it peels up and then you just lift it off, which is good. I mean, I like that they're protecting the surfaces. So we've got the on and off switch right here. We've got the stop button, we've got mode switch, previous, next, play and record, a USB jack, and an aux input. Now on the very back of the unit, we've got RCA output and a power jack. Okay guys, let's start with a 33 RPM record. This is a 3-speed turntable, so you guys can play 78s, 45s, and 33s. For this, we're going to be playing a 33 RPM record, and you do get the stylus lift on there. The cueing lever is what it's called, and you can rotate the stylus over the edge of the turntable, and the record will start playing automatically. Over here, there's an on and off switch. You can control that if you'd rather not, and also a speed adjustment as well. So we're set at 33. The stylus is over the edge of the record. Now, you may be wondering about these speakers being underneath. That's actually a pretty typical design. It's a good thing because it uses the surface the record player is setting on to reverberate back those sound waves. So that's a good design. So ours will be reverberating off of this granite. So let's go ahead and drop the stylus and see what it sounds like on the speakers. Okay, you guys, so yeah, it sounds good. I mean, it's not the most bassy speakers that I've ever heard, nor would I expect it to be. It was also not terribly tinny or thin that you couldn't enjoy it. I mean, it was definitely adequate for the purpose. This would be really good for personal use, listening. They are loud, these speakers. I feel like you can fill a medium to small room, and then with the jacks on the back, you can really enhance the quality of that sound by connecting it to a bigger stereo. However, what I'm most interested in is the MP3 record capability that's on board. So let's take a closer look at that. Okay guys, to record an MP3 is very simple. So get your record on the platter, turn on the record player, and press and hold play and record until it flashes. Okay, and when you're done, just press and hold that play record button until the light goes solid. And now you're ready to check out the MP3. From there, so just unplug the USB, and from there you can upload it to your computer, place it on an MP3 player. If you have Apple Music, you can upload your music that way. But let's go ahead and check out what the sound quality is of the USB file. Okay, you guys, so it's a 96K MP3, which was similar to the unit we reviewed recently that had the similar bit rate, which is, you know, I would say it's good for archival purposes or for, you know, old-time radio. It's not going to give you super high quality music though. So also I had an issue where I turned this on and it just wouldn't turn on with any sound. Like the turntable or the platter was spinning, but there was no sound coming out of the speakers. And I also had it slow down to a stop on its own as well. So it's got some issues, definitely has some issues. So let's do this. I'm going to contact Archeer, and I did verify that is how you say it. I'm going to contact Archeer, and I'm going to let them know that this demo unit has got a few issues. And let's see how they respond, you guys. Let's see what they say. Perhaps they'll send us a replacement unit. It wouldn't be the first time it's happened, you guys. You know, stuff happens, packages become damaged in transit. So let's give them a chance. We will go ahead and contact them, and I'll update you probably by this Wednesday, this Record-ology Express. I'll give you guys an update on what happened. And, you know, perhaps they'll send us a new unit and we can do another review. But let's see what they say. Because, yeah, in the meantime, you know, it's usable to a certain extent, but it definitely has a few issues. So before I recommend a product, I want to make sure that it is a quality product. So let's give these guys a chance, and I will give you guys an update as soon as possible.
And now, it's time for Comment of the Week! Yeah!
Okay, guys, and for this week's Comment of the Week, it's actually a conversation, but it started off with a comment from Hog Stuff, who said that that connector isn't a USB, it's actually a micro USB. And initially I thought he was wrong. I said USB-C and micro USB are the same thing. He goes on to say the biggest difference between USB-C and micro USB is that USB-C is reversible and micro USB, featured on this unit, is not. And that was a very kind and reasonable response, and I went out and sure enough, he was right. And so this is a great comment because he educated me, as you guys often do, and I so appreciate that. You know, there have been times on this show when I've said things that ended up being incorrect, but I always correct it as soon as I learn otherwise. So appreciate you guys watching. Definitely not an expert. I'm an enthusiast. You guys know more than I do, but I appreciate you so much for being here, guys.
Now you can follow Record-ology on Instagram and Twitter. Follow us at Record-ology 1938 today. Make sure to subscribe to both Instagram and Twitter because we will feature unique content on each platform. Happy record hunting, now on YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter.
Okay, you guys, so there it is. This is the Archeer turntable player, and we ran across a few issues, honestly. But again, we are going to contact Archeer and see what they can do in terms of a replacement unit that we can take a closer look, because I'm sure this doesn't represent this company or their product well. So I wanted to make sure that they had a fair chance to prove to us, you know, exactly what kind of a quality product that they can produce. Now, the design of this unit is beautiful. I love the layout. I love the design. I love the idea of it. I love the built-in speakers. You get like this all-in-one functionality in a sense with the look of a component hi-fi stereo system. So I think that's really, really cool. I do like the MP3 recording capability. I wish the bitrate was higher, but that's a commonality that I've seen as well. For this price point, I think that this could be a valuable investment. I think that this could be a fair priced unit, but again, we need to see one that doesn't have the issues that we saw, like the broken plastic. We saw a little wow and flutter, and also the start and stop issues were a problem. So let's go ahead and give them a chance. Before I recommend this product and provide you a link, let's go ahead and give them a chance to respond, and we'll go from there. All right, guys, I hope you thought that was an interesting and fun show. Always keeping it real, keeping it honest. I say I do, and this is proof. So thank you so much for being there, guys. I really appreciate it. Happy record hunting as always. We'll see you next time.
I'm not very good at this.
Neither am I.
Okay, what can we lose?
Thank you for watching Record-ology Deluxe. Don't forget to subscribe and watch our midweek show Record-ology Express on Wednesdays.